Okay, let us go. This game is a game by a guy called George Batchelor. The first game he's actually got listed on Steam. He's actually a developer that's working with a studio. I can't remember. I actually looked. I can't remember the game they're actually working on at the moment. But it's interesting looking narrative project. Let's do it. Hello. Well, shit. I mean, looking at this scene, right? Hello, Mark. You've got this car precariously dangling over the edge of a cliff. It looks like a Citroen 2CV, one of those crappy old French cars. Frankie would love. He loves cars like this. I guess it reminded him of them. He's precariously dangling over the edge of the cliff. Hello! Is anyone there? Just breathe. In. Out. Ah, you predicted that. Just push it. Well, you're inside it. You mean push it over the edge? You mean Grim Fandango? No sudden movements. Just sit there and take in the scene. At least he's got a nice view, right? Everything will be alright. Stay positive. It's just a cliff. It's probably not even that steep anyway. Just a gentle incline. Nice and smooth. Look how much it's dangling. I'll drift down like a dainty feather I am. It's just like a log floating low. Like a slide. Yeah. Just a fun slide into a pool. I'm 6, I'm at the park, I'm on a slide, it's okay. It's too late. All I gotta do is not panic and everything will be alright. That's right. The power of positive thinking. Just don't panic. Panic-free zone. That's right. Just chill. Let's hum. Why not? I mean, it is a nice view, though, right? Breathe. Breathe. If you have any more situations in this, they definitely have. They definitely have. I've been totally fine. That's right. Stay positive. Just gotta keep that positive mental attitude. That's right. PMA. Yeah, so the game does have like multiple endings depending on your choices. I'm guessing. I mean, we're kind of. I'm sticking with like the positive. I'm self-reassuring myself. You know, and that's the route I'm taking during this playthrough. Now, of course, if you do everything negatively, I wonder how much grimmer the whole conversations will become if you're constantly talking about yourself dying. If you know what I mean. The cliff is an obstacle my mind will overcome. Oh, it's a beautiful day. I can get through this. That's right. Right now, it's just you and me. Hippie ending? What? Why would it be a hippie ending? Let's name the car. Okay. Carlos. Laura. We'll call that car Laura. Because, why not? Laura wouldn't dump us over the cliff. Mr. Gavalora, you beautiful rusty skeleton. It looks like a lore. At least we have that. It's not that bad. That's right. It's not that bad. Nice and peaceful. Every day I'll wake up, stretch my neck. Oh, that bird almost flew into us. Inhale the salty sea air. Oh, look at this. Listen to the birds here. Think about life. I just live with the plants and the animals. I've got like most of my toothpaste. We live with the plants and the animals. It looks like a citron doll. It is a citron. So it's definitely what it looks like. And you, Laura. Her name is Laura, Slay Dog. I'll become a master of meditation. I reckon that will be good. We can do it. We can meditate. A mindful artist of highest degree. A transcendent being of the utmost purity. Yes. I'll use my powers of enlightenment carefully, and from this one sweet spot. But that'll be enough. And then I'll die. Dead and buried at the bottom of the sea. I think so, Slade. I'm not 100% sure, Slade, but I believe it may well be. You really want to push the car over? What? We've not a failed life in a wet car to leave behind. No, Laura's not wet. Well, yet she's not wet. Alright, go time. It's time to take action. I'm on my destiny. Ocean, I gotta take a rain check on our rendezvous. Yes, that's right. Try the ignition, try the radio. I don't think, honestly, the ignition is not really going to do much because your wheels are not even touching the ground, and all that might do. Yes, I am aware of that, Slay Dog. I am aware that it is doing that. I can turn it off altogether, and we can go that way. That'd be the easiest bit. We'll turn the radio. We'll listen to the radio. We'll listen to the radio.
Suggesting a vast and undeveloped nature which men have not recognized.
It's a pretty grim radio station. Let's change it to another one. Well, shit.
West or southwest, 507, occasionally 4 later. Showers, thunder at time.
Are we going to be interesting on the radio? Oh, you can just chill here, listen to the soothing sounds, and then you know, have a wonderful time, right? Oh. I got a feeling we're probably a little bit out of the way, right? We're a little bit out of the way in the middle of nowhere, and we're not, you know, we're not getting a very good reception. Well, let me just. That's not going to work. It might work. If I go that, that, and. Okay. Okay, but we gotta remember. I mean, I don't know what. I'm not sure where the game is based, or where this cliff is. But I got a feeling we're not gonna get any decent station out of this. They're all the ones that do have a station is this very distorted. Let's try something else. Turn the radio off. Try something else. Try to get out, right? Maybe if we're lucky. Oh shit. Damn it. Ignition seems like a bad idea, personally. Don't do this to me now. I thought you were done breaking down, Laura. Yes. I can't afford to wait all night this time. I didn't really achieve anything, did it, the ignition? Oh, hello, squirrel. Where? Where's the squirrel? You come to say hello? Hello, you need a name. How about... We're going to call the squirrel Sharon, Debbie, or Meg. The squirrel... We'll call the squirrel Debbie. Okay. Now, how does he know it's a boy squirrel or girl squirrel? It's perfect. Young Debbie. So small, so carefree. The world is a playground, but just for you. Okay. Dancing among the leaves, just brushing the surface, or you know not the hardship and angst. Oh, dancing around the leaves. She's got a carefree life. A carefree, happy life as Debbie. Oh, there she is. There we go. There's this girl. Hi, Debs. Let's come over to say hello. Hi, Debbie. Now she's gonna just jump up on the back of the car and nudge it over. I mean, possibly. Not doggery. I think you're beautiful. Hey, don't get so close, kiddo. I'm going on. We're staying positive. Uh-oh, she's getting closer. Oh, she's on her back. And Debbie's so zealous, so full of life. Obviously, the squirrel is not quite heavy enough to weigh the car down, I don't think. To save us. Have you come to tell me your real name? Have you come to whisper a secret? Hello, JDJ. Is your voice too tiny for ears? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, watch your step there, Deborah. She's in the front. I'm not exactly glued on there. On here. We could pick this up later if you like. Okay, the squirrel doesn't weigh very much. Sorry if you're not into Debbie. Is Deborah better or Diane? She just wants some nuts. Oh, stopped. The sun is slowly setting. Nighttime is coming. It would have been a nice night, wouldn't it? A nice night view we've got gonna have coming on here. Diane, be careful, it's a long drop. Yes, it is. Oh shit. Oh god! Quick, lean backwards! Almost killed by a squirrel. Unfortunately, no, it's not. I don't have a French car. And he definitely looks like a Citroen. I'm ready to get off this cliff. I hate squirrels, I'm ready to get off this cliff. We don't want to hate on squirrels. Hey, look, we got an achievement. I got an achievement for that. Nice. Is that better? Engine failure. A passing squirrel. I said if it all stops, it all stops. Everything just done. Over. I don't know, maybe this is fine. Maybe this is just how it ends. Come on, mate, be positive, be positive. It's gonna end at some point, right? Yes, it does. I'm just skipping the boring bit. The boring bit. The boring bit is life, right? Life is the boring bit. And birdies. What are they, butterflies? They're flutterbies. Hey. Hello. What's your name? Now he can definitely push us off the edge, right? Gasp. Sweet Jesus, look at that size of that thing. Antlered champion of the worlds. Do it. It could throw me off this cliff in a heartbeat. Yes, it could. Look at me, I'm a perfect target. Pray, don't ram me, antlered wood boy. I'm not but a lonely soul. Can you hear me? What are we going to call him? Is this game supposed to convince you to stop playing? I don't know, not really. It's a narrative story. It's basically, so far, it's a narrative story probably about life and death, I guess. It's definitely, this sort of game is definitely not for everybody. Slay Dog. I mean, the story also has multiple outcomes based on, you know, decisions you're taking. Taylor doesn't know. He's gonna come over and say hi, surely, or nudge us, maybe, or help us. Unless he's ignoring me. Maybe he is. Your antlers are not big enough. Would he come over here? You're naked. Are you ignoring me? I'd ignore me if I were him. He's biding his time before he's antlers me into oblivion. Let me go down. If we could have hung the horn, I would do it, Elton, because that would get his attention. Serves me right for intruding, I guess. Well, I suppose it's probably his house, or it's his lookout point, and you're invading it. It moved! Oh my god, it moved. It's getting closer. It's not just two friends sitting on the edge of the world, staring at the sun as it sets. What is that deer looking at? What are you looking at, deer? He's looking at the sunset. Fetch hell, friend. Do you see something? Is he staring at the butterflies? Or are you just being wistful? Noddy car? No, I don't have a Noddy car, unfortunately, in the galaxy. Noddy's car was cool. Your mystery is killing me. That's cool with me, yes. Just hang out and stare at the view with us. That's perfectly good. We accept that. I accept that, for sure. Uh-oh. What are you doing? I'm sorry, I was kidding. What are you doing? He's come to say hi. What? He's looking in the window. What do you want? What do you want? Do it! I think Ellie wants him to nudge us over the edge. Hey, be careful. I'm sorry for being here. It was an accident. It was an accident. Can you help me? Can I help you? Can you help me? I'm afraid he doesn't understand what we're saying. So, but maybe just talking to him is keeping us from flipping out, right? Perhaps. Whoa. What? What? So that was the subtitle we had at the bottom. Was the deer talking to us? Whoa. Whoa. Did you just talk? Are you actually happening? Can you understand me? There are none happiest in the world, but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. What? I definitely got a screw loose. Is that a yes? What does that even mean? Alright, so he's talking back to us. Interesting. Right, so you can hear me. I can. Holy God! Oh, my memory is sooner than expected. This can't be real. Can it not? Well, I don't know. To be honest, it feels pretty real. Who decides what is real and what is not? I guess it's subjective. Yes. It's just a matter of truth. Yes, that's it. Truth. Okay. And a quick tell the truth. The ocean stretches unfathomably before us, that it does. And in it lies mystery. And truth. Bloody hell, was that the truth? What? It felt too poetic. It's the truth as I know truth to be. What? Alright, I don't think I feel any more relieved about this. If you decide this is real, it is so. What? What if my real is wrong? How can I just decide on reality? Go on. Does it really matter? Yes! It does matter. Of course it matters. Perhaps it is best to accept reality as you see it. Until shown otherwise. Now that probably makes sense, right? And that's right. He gets to stop talking to his car. Although she's probably going to start... Maybe she'll start talking to him instead. Maybe instead she'll start talking to him and you know, get jealous. It's possible. Wait, what was it you said before? There are none happiest in the world, but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. You know what? Is the truth a mystery, or does the truth reveal the mystery? I don't know. What? I don't think that this qualifies for freedom or happiness. No. No. Your soul is free to follow the flow of the ocean's tide. I cast Alison on a cliff. Oh, you've got a funny idea of free, my hooved friend. Yes. You are alive. And how? You have an ocean of possibility before you. You mean the ocean? The literal ocean? Well, you have both. But the feeling of looking deeply across the ocean, there is no parallel. I did say was in his lookout spot, right? The pulse of the tide. The sigh of the breeze. Captivating, elusive horizon. You have simply been gifted an anchored perspective. Fortunate, I would even say. And all your optimism, a short burst of oceanic enlightenment, and then maybe... yeah, maybe... and then eternal death. You seem to still be clutching onto me. This isn't about life or death, it's about death. Only just. If you are alive, then that is enough. That is all. Okay. Alive or expired. Well, I'm in limbo. Is this how you envision limbo? To be honest, yes. I've hitherto endeavoured to avoid return the fort, actually. We'll just go to be honest, yes. I suppose in time it all becomes clearer. You're really an unrelenting fountain of encouragement. That's... yes. I'm kind of curious, he hasn't said to him yet, can you help me? Above all else, we all have hope. Hope's gone, wake up. What am I supposed to be hopeful for now? Getting out of your current situation. Well, that does kind of make sense. Assuming that is your ambition, the talking to a deer situation, the hang off a cliff situation. It's a situation with a conclusion, yes. A very unsettling conclusion. Conclusion is not out of your control. Can I ask you something? Sure. Potentially. Am I hallucinating? Am I actually balancing on the edge of a cliff? Yes. Okay. Edge of an immeasurably steep cliff. Great, thanks. Not at all. How close am I? How close to the edge am I, or how on earth am I supposed to get off this cliff edge, dearie? Breathe. Slowly. Okay. It's a start. Then what? I'm kind of been doing that anyway. Yes, we have. Good. Focus on it. Focus on the breathing. Still not really getting anywhere. First, take a moment. Close your eyes. And that's when he's going to push you off the edge. The car's going to grow wings. Maybe. Wait, don't close your eyes. Inhale deeply. You didn't mean it. Count backwards from 5. And 0. Exhale. You get open your eyes. That is a very long countdown from 5, right? Alright, so, okay, that did help. I'm still done for it. That did help, yes. Maybe. A little bit. Wonderful. You can gain clarity and perspective when you slow your thoughts. Okay. To a glacial pace. Now, what are you going to do? Somehow drive back to safety, or just sit here? We're going to try to get back to safety. Have you tried? Obviously, I could give it another go, yes. We did try it, the car wouldn't start. I already tried the engine, there's no point. Let's just try it again. Because why not? Yeah, it don't sound good, does it? Bad idea. It doesn't sound good at all. That did not sound quite like the correct noise. I thought this might happen. It was absolutely the incorrect noise. The radio was sort of working. It was absolutely the incorrect noise. That's right. What is the problem? The engine is dead. So, you are trapped in that contraption. Use this contraption as a name. It's Laura, yes. That's right. Apologies, we were not introduced. Well, I'm sorry, we didn't introduce you. Perhaps coasting so close to the coast isn't so wise. You think? With a problematic engine such as yours, yeah, perhaps yes. Thanks for good advice. It's the least I can do. You could get me a latte. It's a bit late for it though. Literally, it's a bit late. Yes, it is a bit late. It depends on what you are able to do. Depends on how long I can cling onto this cliff. Wait for the engine to cool down. Wait for the engine to fix itself. Where's it cool down? Time may not be on your side in this case. How long must we wait? Pretty much overnight, or like the whole night. Pretty much. Yeah. A night is a long time to wait when you stare death in the eye. Comforting! Perhaps you should explore other avenues of escape. Or you could try to climb over the back seat and, maybe get out that way. Have you considered getting out? Ooh. No, I'm not. A viable option is if you to say you're on the right side of misfortune. What? I mean, we can try. Let's try. What's going to happen? We're going to try, and it's going to fall off the cliff, and we're going to die. Uh-oh. Alright, okay. Yeah. Nope. So maybe when he's opened the door, he saw that he's hanging over the cliff. The door's hanging over the edge, I guess. Looks like we're here for the long run. Okay. Hello, Wyborg! Oh, look at his! Look at that lovely little car. Yeah, over the back seat would have been the best option. Lovely, Laura. That is a bit of a steep cliff, right? Yeah. It's not a big drop. Well, it could be worse, right? Hello, Gerald. Gift sub doesn't work when chat is popped out. What? Gift sub? Did they actually? Is that enabled now? I didn't realize it even went live, Gerald. Did they make that live now? So, why were you wandering here? Or so you're out here all by yourself? Hello, Seaforce. We did say it was like a slide. That's the option we chose. We can hope. It's a very steep slide. Shantucky. A slide, a very steep one. I'm solitary in form. No little antlered friends. No. Just you. Just I. Nobody else. Nobody else. That's really why he's talking to us, because he's lonely. Right? He's lonely. Why? Why not? Do you not get lonely out here by yourself? Is that not a question you should be asking yourself? You too sought solitude in these cliffs? Not forever, though. Well, hopefully not forever. Hopefully. And for how long? Just as long as it took, or that doesn't matter. Just as long as it took. Hello, Red Dog. We're chilling over the edge of a cliff, contemplating death, Red Dog. Everything is fine. For what? I don't know. I'll tell you later. I don't really feel like talking about it. Yes. You know what a skid marks here? What the telltale sign models behind the wheel? What? No. I drive normally and nice. Anyway, I totally asked you if I'm lonely. I am no more lonely than a single dandelion standing in a field, than a drop of rain falling from a cloud, than this world. A bead of blue melting in time. What? You're so deep. All those things sound desperately lonely. Do you ever answer questions in a normal way? They do sound lonely, don't they? Definitely. Dandelion in a field does not feel lonely if it is part of a field. But it's all alone. Alone and lonely are quite different things. Yes. Yes, they are. They're definitely different things. I seek solitude like the sun seeks the horizon. My infatuation with the forms of the world compel me to it. What? Oh, good. Yep, this is a board game. It is a board game. I guess I came here for a pure use of that too. I don't know. I see the attraction. I'll go with that. It's gonna be nice and peaceful, just chilling on top of this mountain, looking out at the sea, at the ocean, right? It's gotta be. Contemplating life and death. I may have an idea for what it is. I'm listening. It's probably the only time you'll ever get like a deer talking to you is when you're on the verge of death. Oh, can we poke him? No. On endless days, I find myself beside the sea. Does he get a bucket and spade and make castles? While ocean tides laze across the shore. The waves take hold of my soul. And the words drift away to a daze. In these quiet moments, is not the sea a part of me and my soul as I of it? I guess. Of souls rose one, I have never been less alone. Hello, New Lexington. Very peaceful scenery. It's Bammy's dad in the galaxy. Does it make you wonder how he came to be hanging off the edge like that? I mean, did he drive up here, kind of thinking he was going to stop near the edge and look at the view, or did he swerve off the main road somehow? You know, you gotta think about that. How did he get here? Yeah, piece of that. That's right. Hello, Marbarets. But in doses. How do you mean? Constantly being alone can't be the answer. Doesn't there need to be some interaction? That's what he's doing now, isn't it? Interaction? Yeah, you know, connection with people. As much as you can feel as one with the sunshine, you've got to be able to wallow in the rain with someone, right? Uh-huh. If you constantly surround yourself with others, your thoughts will become nothing but theirs. And you will never truly know the voice of your own heart. Well, wise words. But you don't need to hear the voice of other people's hearts too, right? Of course you don't. The heart will yearn for kindred souls to share in worldly things. At this time, for my heart, the kindred souls are found in the trunks of trees. Okay. He likes humping trees? In the white clouds. In the evening rain. Don't, let's not rain. That wouldn't be good. But not all souls are tinged with the same hue. Maybe my soul is more balanced, orientated. Balance is important. I do see what you're saying. Yes, balance is important. Yes. Out here, you can feel connected to everything. And remember you exist and feel like you belong in the world. Ah, you peeled a 7 days long gone. Seafood. Cool. It looks pretty good. I think that's what I meant. I don't know if I'm capable of that. Good, I think that's what I meant. I'll try. Has your mind changed its course yet? Do you wish to confer why you came here? Okay. Look at all the vote. Yeah, let's do it. Why did we come here? So, background check. I was studying. The study of what? Film. Yeah, film. Film's good. I wanted to direct. That is because the game isn't. This game, specific game, is not in Twitch's database, so I can't set the name for it. New Lexington. I mean, some indies don't. If some indies are not there, I think to get them added to Twitch's library to select them, they need to be added on Giant Bomb's website, and sometimes the game comes out before it's added. So, in that case, you can't choose the game you're playing. So you can do something simple, I suppose. Like, I don't know. Let's probably have something just generic, like game or something, but you can't choose the actual game. I'm being an eyeball. A prism. It's so dreamy, capturing a little fragment of time. I should drag movies, but like just how I like it, just how I see it. However obscured or bizarre it is, it's a totally skewed way of showing your perspective of the world. The ambition to capture the moment. Yes, so when I was a youngster, we would make these home videos. Me, my brother, and my dad. We had this weird towel room upstairs in our house. Towel room? That sounds kind of weird. Don't ask why we had room just for towels, or just a room where the towels go. Yeah. They must have a lot of towels if they've got a room specifically to put them all in. Anyway, right at the back there was a heating box thing with 2 beady little red lights on it. They were, without question, demon eyes. It used to freak me and my brother out until my dad got us this giant video camera. So at night we would creep up the stairs videoing our escapade. My dad would pretend we were these muscle-bound demon hunters, and he was our #1 fan. We made these totally amazing films over the top and dumb of us just ascending the stairs. Up to the demon lair. When we get to the top, Dad would run in before us screaming, and the tower demon would claim his life. My brother would be all dramatic and charged in to avenge his death with an onslaught of hand towels. What? Kids, eh? Kids. We sit around and try to cut together the grandiose movie of our brave attack. It was the greatest. It does look pretty neat in that game, that Red Dog. Basically, since then, these memories have stayed with me and I've loved making videos. And so your heart is bound to capturing the moment of life. I don't know, I thought so. Not anymore. Well, I was studying filmmaking. Prior to now, yes. Until... Dun dun dun. I left university, I checked the heck out. I left university. Low meaningless loans abandon my prospects of a good old life. I love meaningless loans. I don't know, I didn't feel like I could do it. I'd waited for such a long time. And then when it came, it was so overwhelming. Wasn't that what I had imagined. Of course it's not, it never is, right? I didn't feel like I could do it anymore. Maybe I'm not smart enough, maybe I'm not creative enough. We'll go that one. What if you never went? What difference would it make? What am I going to do? You would figure it out. How? Whatever you are meant to do would make itself clear. Fall off this cliff? Perhaps that is it. No! Why not make this meaningful? I can't just decide to give things meaning. Why not? Surely that is all you can do. Then everything is meaningless. It only means nothing if you deem it so. So, it all meant me dying in the car. You're not dead yet, mate. It all meant something. You're not dead yet. Not yet. For now, perhaps it means watching the sunset on the edge of a cliff. Perhaps. Why did you come here? To see the waves and hope my life becomes better. Okay. Okay. I thought if I looked out, I'd feel like everything matters. And does it? I don't know. It does not always work that way. Like, yes. I find some of the most important realizations cannot come in a moment, but after. In normality. When your mind wanders back to the place, then perhaps you will find clarity in clouded times. If the engine eventually works, maybe I'll find out. I'll leave it to the memories, I guess. Life is not over, I suppose. We still have each other, right? I don't know, maybe I'll go back to it. I'll go with that. If I get a chance. Positive thinking, mate. Where were we? I thought it life. Choose life! I'm ready to bear witness to life's conclusion. What? Who's to say it concludes? You mean the afterlife? Is the beginning of being dead? A new beginning, perhaps the beginning of being dead. Lol. Which isn't much of a start. It could be. Who's to say? Who indeed? You, are you like the angel of death or something? What do you mean? What do you think? You tell me, I don't think you... I don't want to think anymore, you baffling dear. Yes, he's baffling. Lol, belly. It's a very calm, soothing game, but I didn't realize it was going to have that effect. Are you an angel? Of course. I'm a girl, look at me. What? In every sense of the word, no. Of course. Of course we're an angel. Now it makes sense. And why did you choose this place? Now it makes sense. So we are a girl driving a car and we're hanging over a cliff. Now that makes sense. If it was a dude, you'd think it was an accident, right? If it's a woman, you think it's inevitable it's going to happen. Now, no offense to any ladies that may be listening, but you know, women drivers. I mean, right? Hidden away, lost in space. We used to come out here when I was a kid. I've always loved the cliffs. I've always loved the cliffs. Yes. I would count as many faces as I could see on the rocks. Chiseled rock dudes. Mostly dog faces. So many wrinkly old raisin heads. We'll go with that one. Apparently I used to call them the rock granddads. That's rock granddads? I thought I'd come back to see if the old rock dads had any advice for me. Okay. Do they? I haven't had a chance to ask them that. Won't ask them that. Perhaps your chance will come. Right now, all I can see is sea and sky. Well, what's he gonna do? Oh, I think gonna run away or nudge us. I think this dude's getting a bit bored. He's trying to decide if he wants to just leave us here or if he should you know, hang around and keep us company until the end. What is it? A traveller approaches. Oh, what? A traveller? Crap, what now? What? Where? A traveller? Is that help? When he says a traveller, he probably means something like a hedgehog. It came from the rocks and the flowers. The birthplace of all evil. I don't see anything. It probably means like a fly or something. Oh, I see it. Crap, is that a turtle? Oh, there's a down here. Shit, it's a turtle. That is some traveller, right? I didn't even notice him coming in the screen. Look at him go. I can't tell if it's moving rock or turtle. I believe it is a tortoise. Close enough. Why is there a tortoise out here? God, it makes me all shivery just looking at it. Why? It's a tortoise. Carrying this shell of deceit. Soulless, scheming eyes. Black, hollow. They're hiding something. All of them. What? All of them? I'm onto you, tortoise! Why do you hate the tortoise? I have my reasons. It means no harm, look at it. You haven't seen them like I have, they're vicious. Wait, tortoise is vicious? Maybe he will. Maybe he'll just come and plop himself underneath the wheel or something and just slowly nudge us forward. Vicious? I was traumatized as a child. Oh, okay. He's probably... You gotta be dreaming this, right? I told us a turtle. He's just gotta be dreaming this, man. This is not real. Different entirely. Whatever. It's still vicious. You know what their mouth is called? What? Yes, a mouth. A beak! What? When I was 9, my brother's friend brought his fun new pet round to our house. Okay. A fun little baby turtle. Oh, fun. Imagine my delighted anticipation. Until I see it. Snarling beak snapping open and closed like garden shears. Uh-huh. So they forced me to grab hold of its shiny husk. Its long and snake neck wriggles out and twists around. And it bites me there and then around my arm. What? Hit my toe. I had to go to the hospital. I'm still scared. I'm still scarred. Yes, very scarred. And it was a baby. Okay. Yeah. Imagine what it'd be like now. It could slice my arm clean off. Yeah. I don't think so. This little one does not even look like it knows violence. How can you say that? Look at it. The Masters of Illusion. Cuteness is a veil. Who's this? We got a... It's a frog! The frog is going to get eaten by the tortoise. Oh, look. Froggy friend. Oh, watch out, sweet frog. They'll kill us. It's a frog. The frog and the tortoise are going to make out. A secret meeting. Not very secret, guys. So we can see you. Be careful, Froggo, they're not to be trusted. What's going on? Not so secret. Oh, he's look! The frog is humping. He's gonna hump a tortoise. Well, yep, hump the tortoise. You got this right. Oh my god! Yep, he's humping the tortoise. Well, or something like that. That's adorable. It's like a total taxi. I wonder where they're going. It's so weird. The tortoise is taking him away. I wonder where they're going. They're going for some privacy. The night's greatest mystery. Maybe they're just like buddies or something and they just hang out. Yeah, or there's no explanation for what's for that happening. Maybe they just want to hang out. I mean, a tortoise and a frog? I would like to believe so. Me too. Okay, Turt. You've won me over. Maybe we could be friends. Achievement! We got an achievement for that. Nice. Being a friend with a tortoise, we got an achievement. When did it become night? Oh hey, is it dark? Or is the shadow of death falling on me? When did it become night? It approached without a whisper. I didn't even notice. Oh man, look at the stars. Yes. They look nice. It's been like forever. I don't even remember the last time I saw so many. Count them. You never see the stars? Where I live, you're lucky to if you see the moon. It must be isolating. Any more than choosing to live alone? It means something when I do see them, at least. Yes. In days of absence, I will long for a night sky. Don't you ever find it a bit overwhelming? Overwhelming. Just looking up all of the everythings. I feel the weight of it all hanging there. The billions of light beams glaring straight into my soul. But the stars are here with us, you see. They share the night with us. Why bother? Why should it mean anything? They're too far away to matter. Distance is nothing. They are as much with us as I with you. Think, does anything offer this same tranquility? Nothing lulls the soul, lost in reverie as the stars. Shards of glitter and glass suspended over us. They're beautiful, yes. They are. It's, you know, you live in a city, you don't get to see too many clear skies. Not often. It's always so overcast here. We just don't often get too clear skies. Try this. Focus your gaze on a single star. Okay. Let's do it. Which one are we going to pick? Oh, it's glowing. I got one. Consider the journey that lone flicker of light has roamed. A strand of silver weaves its way across the galaxy, streaming through celestial clouds, across the backs of shimmering worlds. A lone light finally finds itself here. And multiplied by 1 billion is my problem. Lucky star. I just can't fathom things too infinite. It's painful. The beauty of the night is its ability to levitate you, weightless, one moment, and swallow you the next. Oddly enough, it's actually nice being out here. Quite a night. Sure is. Wait, where's the moon at? Where's the moon at? Where is the moon at? Behind you! No, it's not. Just out of sight. It's not, man! Ain't that just the way? When countless evenings passed, I found myself here, gazing up at the moon, lost, weightless, suspended in time. All the while, the stag in the moon gazes back. Stag in the moon? The stag in the moon. You don't know it? I think you mean the man in the moon. Man in the moon? I suppose we all see a reflection of ourselves in the face of the moon. It looks like a man, but it's Sandman. Maybe you're right. Perhaps. I wonder what the moon thinks of us. From up there, we must seem a mesmerizing unknown just the same. It probably thinks we're idiots. It's probably not wrong. Yes. It probably isn't wrong. Oh, the lights just flickering on. Why put the lights on now? We used to come out here and make up constellations when we were younger. Constellations, you know, stories in the stars. See what? Okay, so there's a ton of real constellations. Dreamed up by a bunch of skeletons. Oh, but they're kind of dated. I see. The stories told in pictures died in the stars. Tales of adventures and philosophers mapped out in the sky. Pretty much look, I'll find one of our reinventions. Exactly, let's see if I can remember any of ours. Direct your eyes over to Zowie the Acrobat, or obviously there's Avery the Queen of Steel, or I can't think of it. We were Avery the Queen of Steel. Look at that. Avery the Queen of Steel. She was quite a woman. Avery was a powerful and beautiful woman, my personal favourite. It was bigger than a boulder with a gaze of pure steel. With her steely vision, she could transform anything she wished into pure, glistening steel. What a superpower. Impressive. Yep. However, all was not well. Despite how tirelessly the people worshipped her for her steel, She was greatly disliked by them all. She just wanted to be left alone. She was the Queen of Steel. It just didn't vibe with her. She was the Queen of Steel. Is that a reason you just can't match up to the Steel Queen? So in the effort to hide away from her raging fandom, she turned an entire forest of steel and took refuge within. Also a leopard. What? Called Rama.
Shots.
Leopard called Rama. After many blissful months of peace, despite the steeliness of the forest fortress, her followers found her and began throwing themselves once more at her steel-clad feet. Praise the Steel Queen, they would chant. One night when the stars were glistening brightly across Rama's back, the Steel Queen decided to end the parade. She commanded the brightest stars in the sky to turn to steel, forming a perfect image of herself in the heavens. See how large this new Steel Queen was? Refused to cult mostly left her alone. The relentless followers turned their chance to the sky. Yes. The end. Lol. Oh. I shall never look at the stars the same way. Well, yeah. Tell me, what others do you know? Okay. So we got Ralphie the Argonaut. Where's the worm? Actually, I can't think. We do. Let's do the worm, I think. Let's do the worm. Oh. Tell me about what others. Let's do. Where's the worm? Where's the worm? We gotta see the worm. The worm. Yes. There's the worm. Look. Look at him. Aye. Cheers, Web. I mean, taking a drink as you contemplate death. Immortalizing the stars because it was the. Because it was the. So he's obviously making this up as she goes along. The first worm. Okay. The first worm. Worm Zero. The foundation worm. Yeah. And where did this worm descend? Or ascend? It grew from a seed, it fell out of someone's ear, the worm descending from the very stars we see now. An astral worm, exactly. And so it travelled across the globe, singing its worm lullaby into the soil, and planting new worms in every continent. What became of the first worm? No one knows. Some say the moon is waning as thin as a worm. If you press your ears to the soil, you can hear a lullaby of the first worm, softly humming through the ground. At the next worm moon, I shall listen. As shall I. Whatever legends linger in the stars? A good question. I'm out of ideas. No idea, I'm gonna one. Come on, you missed one. I see something. Ooh, what is it? Enid? Enid? Just Enid? Should it be Enid to something? Doesn't have to be. Just Enid then. Cool. Who was she? A great philosopher. She was an expert in silence. Was she a monk? Perhaps a silent monk philosopher. It was by choice her eternal silence. She could talk. She could. How could anyone tell? It was obvious. What? Okay. In place of words, she chose thought. She considered concepts so grand. She fathomed abstractions so unfathomable. Ideas so spectacular and utterly groundbreaking. One day she literally broke the ground and was swallowed by the resulting crevice. Ooh, that's kind of sad, isn't it? No, that was good. It's customary to stay silent when observing the Enid formation. Okay. Out of respect and admiration. I've definitely done this before. I've spent a great many nights with the stars. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Fantastics! Oh my god. Little red dog. A twirl? Ooh. Is it cold out? There's a bird! Whoa, did you see that? I did, it was a bird. I saw a shadow, a wing. It was massive. What do you think it was? Bird. A bird of the dark. Ooh. I would say an owl. Well, that does definitely have a lot of sugar in it. Really. An owl. You don't understand how I feel about owls. Our feathered twilight angels. They're just so beautiful and enigmatic. Do you want to know how a fun fact about owls? Okay, let's hear it. Their eyes aren't normal eyes. They can rotate their necks. They have 3 eyelids. They have 3 eyelids! Oh my god. Like 1 for each eye. Times 2, 6 lids. 1 for blinking. 1's for sleeping. And the other 1's for keeping clean. Oh, what? Reese's? Oh, Reese's. Peanut butter cups! Reese's peanut butter cups! Red dog, yes. They are lovely. It's so odd. Why not just have multi-purpose lids like the rest of us? Evolution? As do eyes. And owls. You know a great deal about owls. I used to be an owl girl. Ooh. Reese's peanut butter cups are very nice, aren't they? At school, I was a total owl weirdo. Except this owl backpack, so everyone called me Owl Girl. Our worst titles. And it was a cute backpack. I was pretty into owls, in fairness. People would ask me about it, and I was like, owls are cool, okay. I wasn't really doing myself any favours, I guess. Owls are fascinating and complex. I have lost many a night to intrigue following the moonlight escapades of an owl. High five! Oh, never mind. Mental high five. Yes. Mental high five. High hoof! Psh. That would be fun if the deer, if he lifted his hoof up to the window and went psh. You know. Man, I wish you were around when I was in school. Kids would be like, hey, Owl Girl. And you could just hoof him in the face. Well, if you like. Excellent. I can see it now. Hey, hey. Hoof. There it is again. Hey, there it was again. I got a pretty good decent look this time. Whoa, did you see that? It's massive. I think it's a great horned owl. How did you know? I saw it. I saw its horns, their feathery ear tufts. Okay. Do you think it's hunting us? I don't think so. It's most likely attempting to make sense of this picture. I would imagine it'd be an odd one from above. It's an odd one from down here. Yes, it is. Man, it could definitely just slap me off the cliff with one wing. Please don't, blessed owl. I had a backpack for you. An ironic fate for Algo. Check you out with your jokes. Jokes about my death. Smooth. Smooth. People imagine owls to be these stern, intense loner birds. In reality, owls are probably pretty chill. It's not their fault they're got 6 eyelids. And owl's business is that of a mystery. Here he comes! Oh my god! He's coming to see us! Crap! It's on a car! I can hear its feet. Whoa, it's pretty neat. I've not played it for a couple of weeks. Red Dog. It's landed on you. Oh my god, what's it doing? It's gonna take a dump. It's studying. Why did it have to land on me? If this was any other situation, this is literally my fantasy. It means no harm. It surveys. It's going to survey my death if it makes any dramatic movements. Just sit tight. What? I don't want to die. It will leave. Let's wait. We'll wait. We don't want to scare it. Nothing goes. See? There's no need to scare it. Well, bloody hell, brave. So for someone who calls herself an owl girl, she's not really a fan of owls. Damn. So what is this game, says JDJ? It's a narrative experience about this girl has kind of got herself hanging precariously over this this cliff, and she's having this deep conversation with a stag. It's a narrative story about life and death, I guess. That was kind of amazing and kind of terrifying. In my experience, the greatest emotions are felt in moments of fear and awe. I would probably agree with you there. Although, I could do without anything else sitting on the car tonight. Tonight, anything could happen. Seems like it, buddy. Achievement! We got achievement. I don't know you anymore, dear. Do you? Do I what? Do you know? Do I know what? I don't know. There's neither do I. I'm trying to stay positive. Yes, we're trying to stay positive. I really am. But I can't help feeling like the universe doesn't want me here. If it did not, do you think you would be? Maybe it's nothing to do with anything. Maybe it's all random and nothing cares. I don't even know if that's worse. I guess, at least, then it's not intentional punishment. It's just bad luck. I suppose so, JTG. Uh-oh, he's looking at the skies. Is there going to be like a meteor or a comet that's going to come down and crash into us? What is it? Wait. Wait for it. The comet's coming. Ah, rain! He sensed the rain coming. out of it, kidding me? Oh god, I totally forgot about that place. I've seen you playing that a lot, Red Dog, or at least I've seen you getting achievements quite regularly, so you've obviously been putting some time into it. I still haven't really looked at it. I definitely need to. It's like a classic sort of it's a classic sort of look RPG, isn't it? I kind of one day I'll look at it. I can't believe I forgot. It used to rain here every single time when we were kids. It's notorious. Alright, everything I said before about the things being bad, they were fine. Now they're bad. The beauty was just getting started. What? What is more beautiful than this? Literally anything else. I do like the rain. I mean, sometimes I actually sit outside in the garden in the rain and just chill, you know. Just stare at the sky while it's raining. Just listen to the rain. Just the sound of the rain is pretty nice, right? Isn't nothing more mesmerising than transformation brought by rain? Puppies! Anything. Life would be nothing without beauty. Well, you're not going to let us be alive to see it. You worry about death while life ignites around you. Uh-oh. This is the fire of beauty that rages from the earth. Whoa, thunder. The storm is coming. Serenity lay in wait to be ripped apart for the wildest form. Torrents of exhilaration pour from the sky. Quakes shake the ocean to cry out. The blistering crescendo from every form of life. All are thrusts from the rest to revel in the violent beauty. Nothing sleeps while nature takes its fiercest dance. I feel like I should be terrified. It's only rain. It's nothing to be scared of. But I'm not. I don't know what I feel. It'd be kind of awesome if the lightning struck the car, right? It's on cooldown, JDJ. I think the cooldown needs to get inflation too. Get affected by inflation. That's a good idea, actually. Or inflation on the cooldowns. That might be good. I think I actually have an app still on my phone that, is it still on my phone? Yes, I do. I've got an app on my phone called Simply Rain, which just makes rain and thunder noises. Yes, rain is very soothing to listen to. Definitely. I like the rain. Oh, we got an achievement for that. Just listen to the rain. Nice. Okay. I'll take it. It's got very overcast all of a sudden. Can't see the stars anymore. Grim Dawn is by one of the devs of Titan Quest. I've heard of Titan Quest, I've not seen it though. Have you ever seen anything like that? While I see these storms, there are never too quite the same. I've never been anywhere near a storm like that. I feel like I can still feel it shaking the ground. Ah, cool, Ellie. I knew they said November. I wasn't. Someone actually commented about it earlier, and I can't remember who it was. It's good to see it is live, though. We're still here. Christ! Now the sun's showing up. Thus lifts the veil of night. I can't believe we've been here the entire night. You and I are invincible! How can that many things happen? Honestly, I don't even feel like the same person. I'm out here so worried about what I'm supposed to do. But it all seems so inconsequential now. Yes, that makes sense. It's also pointless. Which is actually a relief. The waves will keep crashing on from gone. The trees will still be clinging on, the grass will still be blowing, yes. Even if I never came back. If I never came here in the first place. That consistently is so grounding. Like it doesn't matter what I do in the future. It really doesn't make a difference. The ocean is beautiful. Yes, it is. Maybe I'll be buried in it maybe I'll be buried in it tomorrow, but it's pretty okay now. It's nice to just have that right now. I know this cliff will still be here even if I left. Just being here away from everything else. Even remembering that it's here. It's like soaking up a sponge of the horizon and the clouds and everything. And then just taking it away. Leaving. And knowing that it all carries on. Not that quick, Ellie. You would not quite so quick. It takes quite a while for that sort of thing to happen, right? With those old displays. He's going! Hey, where are you going? What is it? He's off. He's gotta go take a dump, I reckon. He's been there all night. He needs to go take a dump, I reckon. Don't leave. Goodbye, Stag. That's what I think he's doing. He's gonna drop one, you know. He doesn't want to do it in front of us. It's just us, Laura. Want to give it another shot? The thing is, I mean, she's been dangling over this cliff all night with the headlights on. Your battery's probably about going flat by now. Is it going to work? Nope. You can't in Galaxy. You gotta think about what might be going on, right? Well, shit. I guess that's it. It's over, man. We're gone now. Oh no! See, the car didn't start, so she must have gone over the edge. Sad times. Hello, lollipop. Well, poo. You know, though, I mean, when you get a game like this, I mean, the game does have multiple outcomes. Do you reckon there's an outcome where she gets away, the car starts somehow, and she lives? Maybe, I don't know. We did go through the game. As far as when the choices are concerned, I was trying to use every choice that was a positive choice. This better not be scary. Well, there's no scary really, unless you're scared of, turtles or owls. Dragon and hello, Dragon. I mean, there was a scene with a frog riding a tortoise. That's kind of pretty scary to some people, I'm sure. Made with yarn and Unity. But even if it was scary, Dragon, you're here just to see the credits. So. Is this tag gonna come back? We miss him. You gotta wonder though. I mean, obviously when you get